What's up, people? In this video we are going to talk about how to get addicted to working out. Okay, I'm sure those of you who exercise on a regular basis, you've probably said something to yourself or to somebody else that was like, oh, I love working out so much, it's easier for me to actually go and work out than it is for me to not go, right? I've said that many times. I'm assuming that other people who have fitness as a habit in their life have also said that. I could be wrong, and if you are not one of those types of people, if you don't work out or you haven't started yet, that probably sounds a little bit strange to you because you probably hate working out, you see it as a chore, you see it as something that's not fun and painful, and you just don't really want to do it. So I'm going to teach you right now how to turn fitness into an addiction, assuming that you want to, because it's possible you don't want to, but we'll get into all that in a minute. First, subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. Button down there. Also, check out legendarysuitjamas.com. They make silk pajamas that look like suits. I'm not wearing one. Slowly phasing them out of my life, but go check them out anyway. Why not? Link in the description. Okay, now, how to make fitness addictive, right? How to get addicted to going to the gym or working out or whatever your fitness type of fitness of choice is. Okay, so it's very simple when you think about it. In order to get addicted to fitness, you need to associate fitness, or the act of working out, with something positive. Okay, so right now, if you're not addicted to fitness, you probably associate it with something negative. When you think about working out, you think to yourself, oh, I gotta put my shoes on, I gotta go over there, everybody's gonna judge me, I don't like it, it's uncomfortable to lift the weights or dance around in the aerobics class or do the yoga or whatever. Okay, you see it as something negative. So, number one, it's entirely possible that you're just doing the wrong type of fitness, or you're working out at the wrong gym, okay? There are many types of gyms, or many gyms that I've gone to, where they're so awful and like soul-sucking that I wouldn't, if it was my choice between doing that and not working out, I would just not work out, right? Great example is here in Japan. When I came here, I started working out at this place that was kind of like it was like a little rec center gym. And it was awful, right? They played awful music. They played just like, I don't know, from like, it was like weird 70s music. No girls in there. It was hot. And it was just awful. It was not fun to go there. And I was like, fuck this, why am I paying all this money to go like work out in this shitty gym full of like weird Japanese guys, like where are the hot girls at? Where's the like good music? Just wasn't fun. Okay, so then now I chose to do calisthenics and running, which is more enjoyable to me, and if it's more enjoyable, then you're going to be doing it more often. Okay, I wouldn't quite say that it's addictive, but it's at least more enjoyable to me now, to the point where I'm going to be doing it more often. Okay, so for you, it's entirely possible that you're just going to the wrong type of gym. All right, now what I don't recommend that you do, like, again, I feel like I pick on fat women too much, but if you're an overweight woman and you don't like going to gyms where you feel uncomfortable, that's not necessarily a bad thing, okay? Like, if you feel uncomfortable in a quote-unquote normal gym and you want to go to Curves, or you want to go to another gym where they won't really push you that hard, and you just kind of want to like be fat with other fat people so you don't feel bad about it, that's not good, okay? But assuming you go to this new gym and you actually work out and you actually exercise and you're actually pushing yourself to lose weight and build muscle and blah, 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 that's a good thing, okay? What I also recommend is you do some sort of, instead of just lifting weights, which is boring and actually requires a fair amount of knowledge in terms of like how to do the exercise properly, how to have proper form, how to create a program, which you could learn all online. I mean, the information is out there. What I think is actually better to do, if you're starting out, is to either do classes. I mean, a trainer is expensive, but to do some sort of fitness-based activity. If you're a girl, you have plenty of options. You could do bar classes, which is like ballet workouts, basically. Great exercises, great for building your, lower body. And they're pretty tough, from what I understand. I never did bar, but I took ballet for 3 months in college. It was a pretty tough workout. Yoga also. Okay, yoga is very, very addictive if you go to a good studio. Okay, I've talked about this before, But I would even say that the most addicted I've ever been to exercise was when I was doing yoga classes at Equinox in Los Angeles. The teachers there, amazing, world class. Every single class I was dripping with sweat, and not, you know, to discount the effect that working out around lots of beautiful women has, the classes were full of very attractive women, you know, and if I have the choice to work out by myself like I am right now, you know, doing calisthenics and burpees in some park next to some sleeping old dude, or to do yoga next to, you know, a bunch of hot girls, I'm obviously going to choose the yoga, right? And if you're a woman, you know, I'm hoping that you're, or just really anybody, like everyone just, maybe I'm wrong. I prefer to be around people who are attractive, okay? It's more motivating to me, and it's more, it's just more fun to be in that environment, okay? So finally, another tip, and this is the tip that I'm gonna get run over. This tip, this is more chemical in nature, okay? So this is actually what I wanted to talk about in the beginning, but I got sidetracked talking about other stuff. Oh my God. How to actually get physically addicted to working out. What you can do is you can use nicotine lozenges, okay, to train yourself to be addicted. Okay, now the way that you do this, I'll give you the bird's eye view, and then I'll tell you why it's not unhealthy, which is probably what you're already thinking. Oh, I'm gonna get cancer, blah, blah, blah. You're not. But how you do this is that before exercising, what you do is you take a nicotine lozenge, and this is assuming you don't smoke cigarettes, like I hope you don't smoke cigarettes, but you take a nicotine lozenge, and then right when it starts to kick in, which should just be a couple minutes, you go to the gym and you start working out, and you work out under the influence of nicotine. Now, as you know, nicotine, they say nicotine is an addictive substance, but I question if that's really the case, because when you smoke cigarettes, there are a lot of additional chemicals that are released in the smoke, which you inhale, which are going to kind of affect the, I don't want to say affect the outcome, they're going to kind of distort the results in terms of what the nicotine is actually doing, okay? Because nicotine is only one of, like, I don't know, 5,000 substances that is absorbed in your body when you smoke a cigarette. However, all of the studies that are done on cigarettes and cancer, or that are done on nicotine and cancer, are focused on the effects of smoking tobacco, either cigarettes or cigars or whatever. There's no studies that take a look at the link between cancer and nicotine, pure 100% nicotine. Okay, so now that the absence of proof about that doesn't necessarily mean that nicotine does not cause cancer. However, just thinking logically and practically, and having smoked, you know, I smoked my fair share of cigarettes, the feeling that I get from popping a nicotine lozenge, comparing that to how I feel after smoking a cigarette, I'm gonna say that smoking the cigarette, that, like, if anything's gonna give me the cancer, it's gonna be smoking that cigarette, okay? It's disgusting. Like, I've tried to smoke cigarettes, I've tried to start smoking cigarettes when I was younger many times, because I thought it was cool. And I can't even start. I don't know how, like, I've heard a comedian talk about this once too, but like, it's way harder to start smoking than to stop smoking. Anyway, here's the point, is that let's say nicotine is an addictive substance, all right? Let's take that at face value. What you do is you're training yourself to essentially associate the positive feelings of, you know, the effects of nicotine with exercise, okay? Now, in order to make this work, what you need to do is you need to not take the nicotine on days where you do not exercise, okay? So let's say you work out 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, you take the nicotine Monday through Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you don't take the nicotine. Mix it up however you want, doesn't really matter, it's not the point, but what's gonna happen is that unconsciously you're going to think to yourself, wow, I feel so good when I work out, and I don't feel as good when I don't work out, so you're gonna kind of push yourself to go to the gym even more, okay? Because and I mean, okay, fine, maybe it's not the best way to do it, but this is a very good way essentially to get addicted to any new habit, right? It doesn't have to just be for working out. Could be for doing cardio, right? You pop a nicotine lozenge before doing cardio. Now, I will say that if you are not used to smoking cigarettes, I'm getting fucking rained on. If you're not used to smoking cigarettes, then you need to kind of be careful. The strength of the lozenges that you choose. I would recommend, if you're not used to smoking cigarettes and you have a fairly sensitive system, no more than, I want to say 0.5 milligram of nicotine per dose. Okay, start there. If you take too much, I mean, play with it, you know. Just do what's comfortable, but you can always take more, but you can't take less, if that makes sense, once you already take something. So you don't want to start with a 4 milligram lozenge and be high as a kite and, you know, go to the bathroom and throw up, but you can take 0.5 milligram and then take more if you need to, okay? So that's it. That's my tip for getting addicted to working out. And other things, I mean, you know, you can just make friends at the gym, which kind of implies that you don't have any friends outside the gym. So you go to the gym for kind of a social interaction with other people, which I unfortunately have experienced as well. But that's a video for another time. We are done with this video, and I would like you to tell me, are you addicted to going to the gym? And if so, what do you like, or fitness classes or whatever, what do you like about doing those things? And give me a tip. Maybe I will use it in my next video. Maybe. Yeah, anyway, check out legendaryblackshirts.com. Peace.